Close European Commission President JeanClaude Juncker and British Prime Minister Theresa May have announced a Brexit deal that will permit Brexit talks to move forward to the next phase. Video provided by Reuters NewslookLONDON's Lastminute. Progress was made in faltering divorce talks between Britain and the European Union. The United Kingdom's Prime Minister Theresa May and the President of the European Commission JeanClaude Juncker announced early Friday. The deadlocked talks faced an unofficial Friday deadline or risk being derailed ahead of a summit in Brussels next week that will seek to lock in the terms of Britain's EU withdrawal fee, the status of Irish borders and the rights of citizens hit by Brexit. The agreement paves the way for negotiations on the trade deal between Britain and the bloc after the divorce. More Brexit. Where the UK's divorce from the EU stands, Prime Minister Theresa May said Brexit will guarantee the rights of 3 million EU citizens living in the UK and 1 million Britons living in other EU countries. She also said there will be no hard border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, a politically sensitive issue that threatened to delay the talks with the EU. There is no physical border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, as enshrined in the Good Friday Agreement of 1998 that ended 30 years of sectarian violence in Northern Ireland known as the Troubles. Ireland's Prime Minister Leo Varadkar said the agreement was a step in the right direction, adding that this is not the end, but it is the end of the beginning. Britain previously signaled it was prepared to more than double the amount it was willing to pay the EU to honor its existing budget commitments, as much as $67 billion. Donald Tusk, president of the European Council of EU leaders, said the negotiators had informed him that sufficient progress has been made. This allows me to present the draft guidelines for the December European Council, which I have just sent to the leaders, he said in a statement. Tusk said he proposed that Britain and the EU now start negotiating the terms and duration of the UK's transition period so that people and businesses have clarity. Britain wants a 2-year transition period during which it wants to remain part of the EU trade bloc. The UK is due to leave the EU in March 2019 after the nation voted 52% to 48% to depart the alliance in a referendum in June last year. More Brexit is causing a Brexodus. UK has a record slowdown in new immigrants. More calls grow for UK to investigate alleged Russian meddling in 2016 Brexit vote. More after Brexit. Foreign students flee UK universities for US, Canada and Australia. European Union chief Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier, right, and British Secretary of State for exiting the European Union David Davis participate in a media conference at EU headquarters in Brussels on Friday, November 10, 2017. The EU and Britain conducted a 6th round of Brexit negotiations on Friday. Photo Virginia Mayo. Operator share this story http://sussit.lead2bra2a1